The lifeblood of your organization is a new blood. Can I tell you a joke? And it's a joke, but it's exactly how you should do your business. There was a 100-year-old man that was celebrating his 100th birthday. By the way, when I do my training, there's a lot of jokes in it. So people like, you know, as far as I'm concerned, as long as I have your stomachs moving, and you know, then your butt can handle more. So, it was a 100-year-old man celebrating his 100th birthday. He decided he had no family. He decided to go to a bar. He ran into the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. They found out it was his 100th birthday. Decided, you know what, we're going to make it very memorable for him. So I ended up, you know, getting a room and partied all weekend. And on Monday, the old man went to church to confess. And he said, "Forgive me, Father, I've sinned. What did you do? My 100th birthday, Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, partied all weekend." The priest said, "When was the last time you confessed?" He said, "I've never actually confessed. I'm not even Christian, I'm Jewish." He said, "Why are you here?" He said, "I'm telling everybody." That's how you need to treat your business. You tell everybody. Right? What you got in front of you was written in the year 2000. It's responsible for me be able to earn several $1 million in the industry. Tonight's work night. I'm going to keep you laughing once in a while, but it's work night. And here's what my goal is. There is about 150 people, 200 people here. If I have one millionaire come out of this room, I have had my success. 1 millionaire. And I'm happy to say this is created for husband Noah's the sixth, and who's the seventh? It's not glamorous, it's just hard work. You see, I came from a traditional business background, and somehow I think people are confused. People think MLM is not a business. They think, oh, well, MLM is MLM, and traditional business is a business. But the way I looked at it, I was in the restaurant business. You know, I put in the 18-hour days, and I had to do, when you have a restaurant or traditional business of any sort, you have to do some accounting, right? You have to have some discipline. There is some banking involved. You can't just go shop with, you know, with the money that comes in. You got to put the money away for taxes, for rent, for everything else. I brought those disciplines into a home-based business. Just because you have some advantages here, it doesn't mean you be loosey-goosey about it. And that's what generally what the business. People, it's amazing and how people say, I want this business to make me $5,000 a month. That's my goal, $10,000 a month. But they're not willing to do the most basics of principles that you would have to do in a traditional business that makes you $3,000 a month. You know, we had a $100,000 mortgage on our restaurant. I work 6 days a week, but 12, 13 hours a day. I wouldn't even clear $3,000 a month. And we had to do all those things. So I brought that principle into this. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to share with you. And you know what? My goal is to transform you from an MLM sometimer, that I call it. You know, because people say I'm part-time. I don't think they understand what that means. They're confused between part-time and sometime. Part-time is when you do this, when you're supposed to do it, and nothing other than family emergency or health emergency will come between. Much like a job. You show up to work even if you're sick. That's a part-time business, and this industry can be an excellent part-time business. Most of us start part-time. My first 14 months in this industry was part-time before I earned $5,000 a month in my restaurant business. Then I went full-time. That was in 1991, and I've been full-time ever since. Life. What a life. So, what a sometimer is that you'll do your business whenever it's convenient. And everything else takes priority over your business. So I know there are some of you very serious here. I know that. I see how you work, and I see how you earn. So I'm not here picking on you in particular. I'm just saying I know there's some real serious part-timers here, and there's some sometimers here And my goal is to transform you from a sometime MLMer to a forensic networker. Is that good? All right. You're going to do this? You're going to do this? You're going to stick to it? We'll see. All right. Lifeblood of your organization is the new blood. As you can see, this plan was written in 2000. I got a couple of images here for you. And as a forensic networker, some days you're going to feel like that. And the reason why you're going to feel like that is because your life is busy like everyone else does. You know, you got all kinds of reasons why you shouldn't do it. But if you're doing it, you're going to feel like that because now you're just really busy. And that's okay. By the way, I learned early on that I was really attracted to successful people. I just want to be around them. By the way, I don't know a single successful person, self-made, that's not busy. I don't know. You know, so it's okay to be busy. It's okay to be busy. Don't be afraid of being busy. So I'm going to be hard on you. Why? Because I want you to succeed. This, you know, I said that before. Probably a lot of you in this room are not qualified for this course. But it's not for me to judge. So everyone gets the message, right? You decide if you're qualified to be here or not. It's work night. I'm going to show you how you can guarantee your success. Or you could leave it to Beaver. See what happens. Here's the problem. Let me tell you what's the problem with the industry. One of the problems with the industry is that we tend to look at top earners, people who make a lot of money, as experts in the industry. Guess what? They're not. From the 1% that make it large, make it large, 1% that make it big in industry. Here is the stats. And this is my stats. I've seen a lot of them. I've taught a lot of them. Here's one stat. 1/3 of them got lucky. Right place, right time, especially since the binary system came out. 2 legs, right? One of them is built by your upline anyways. The other one, you hang around long enough, you talk to somebody who's, eventually you get some traction, and now you're an expert. You have no clue what's going on, but you're on the stage because you are the person making the money. The problem is everyone else is listening to you, and they think you're the expert. Guess what? They're not. 1/3 of the 1% get lucky. 1/3 hard workers, they still don't get it. I had a student that came to me at age 21, was with you for 7 years. He came to me, I won't bore you with the story. He was with you for 7 years. Last year, he made $1 million last year. He's made $13 million so far in network marketing, about 14 years later. 13 years later. He's made it. He still doesn't get it. He made it because he worked so hard. Finally got some traction. He used to come to my home, and we all upstairs having a little good old time. And he's in my home office, hitting the phone 16 hours a day. That's how he made it. He still doesn't get it. So 1/3, he can't do it again. The first 1/3 can't do it again. They got lucky. The second 1/3 worked too hard. They can't do it again. Not enough juice left. And there's a third 1/3. They get it. The other ones, they can do it over and over and over again. They understand it. I'm not the one to brag. You guys know me. I've been with 4 different companies. I've been to top with all 4 of them. And it's because I just get it. And I work hard. I'm not afraid to be busy. So this is for the people, this program. It's not for people who want to make extra couple of thousand a month. You don't need this for that. You don't need this for that, especially in our business. You don't need this for that. It's for the 1% who want to get wealthy, who know they're going to get wealthy, who hurts them. They have to be wealthy. See, I was like a weird kid. I was a weird kid because, you know, when I didn't have much, I would drive around and see nice big homes. It used to bother me that I didn't have one. I was happy for the guy who had it. It just bothered me that I didn't have one. And most people drive by the same house, oh, that's a nice home, go about their business. They didn't have to have it.